and
This is the Culture Nexus podcast.
Okay, yeah, that too. I was gonna introduce myself first.
And you are?
Josh.
I'm Kwesi.
Yeah, as you can no doubt tell, I think some of you might see this as a bit of a regression compared to the last episode where I had a cut, but I just made a big revelation, and I am doing a hair growth journey. So see me in about a month or two.
You know, hair growth. I've been through mine for several years, so I'm glad to see you going through yours. And I think it's a very good thing to embrace the Black culture. You know, growing up with African American.
Yeah.
Fortuitousness.
Hey.
Yes.
That's at this point. I'm just gonna let it be free for a minute before I get to the point where it's just like it's actually braidable.
You know, that will take a couple months, but you'll get there. It's patience. Patience is a very good thing. Patience is a virtue.
Hey, God has gifted me with that. So.
Absolutely.
Ooh. But yeah, for today. Oh
yes.
I will say a lot has been on my mind, but particularly one said video.
Yeah.
It was off the back of another video that's one girl was talking about it, which we'll put her social in there too, but
yeah,
basically the basic gist of it seemed as though basically her peers, black girl, basically her peers, right. Basically also black people. It seemed like they were sectioning her off. If you know a better term, I would say that sectioning her off.
Okay.
It seemed like because
I'm gonna go with that. That's fine.
Yeah,
I understand what's going on there. Sure.
Yeah, basically it seems as though they're sectioning her off for I guess I want to say not being black enough, or at least in their terms of blackness.
Yes. Yeah. She was being othered, and I don't like that. I don't think that it's okay to just completely exclude someone from the group based on superficial details. And while I don't know the full scope of what she was dealing with in the time that she was at her school or in any other place, I do think that it's not all. I don't think it's okay to deal with people excluding you without giving you a chance to see what you're about. I don't think that that's okay.
Yeah, no, not at all. Especially when, I guess when you're trying to do your own thing versus not just being a, just like a, I guess a said part of the group. They all do the same things.
Yeah.
Or have the same interests. She may be one of those people, or probably is one of those people who, may not have those same interests, may not, dress a certain way.
She's a weirdo.
Yeah. That's what they might think. Yeah,
that's okay. You are what you are. You're an individual.
Hey man, we all have a little weirdness in us.
I certainly do.
Yeah, me for damn sure, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's something that I kind of resonated with her when she was showing that much emotion in that video because of that.
Earl sweatshirt. I'm too black for the whites.
And too white for the blacks. That was right. That resonated with me as well.
Yeah.
Especially in high school I think that was around the time Doris came out. But
it was, yeah.
But yeah. Me and a few of my friends were big talking about it, and some other classmates were I guess catching wind of it. They were saying how much he was trash, Earl.
Earl sweatshirt trash?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. And
Bro got bars.
I was gonna say
for days.
We all what? Well, a few of us were looking at him in a I don't kind of like a kind of way. Just like,
What you mean?
the hell you talking about? And one other friend was kind of like mad because it's like that's like he was about to just like he had the Arthur fist.
Yo, what you mean, like, bro, like,
which I was just like
come on,
well, at that point, just kind of ease up, but at the same time,
specific person who had called out, or else what shirt was it?
Yeah, it was a certain person there, and based on like what I know he listens to, with just like the Migos and shit like that, I know for a fact it's just like this isn't even the same lane.
The Migos.
I was gonna say it ain't even the same lane.
Over Earl Sweatshirt.
People have their preferences. I'll give them that, but
Wild.
You can't just say like this dude is trash. He said that same thing about Kendrick, by the way.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I remember that.
His ass beat.
Well, I don't think I can. Well, I don't think he could. We couldn't do that. He's pretty. He's pretty thick linebacker type of guy.
I would have still tried.
I mean,
I ain't gonna hold you.
I was a lot thinner than I am now.
I'm a risky type person. I don't give a fuck.
No, I judge by.
I don't give a fuck how big you are.
No, I kind of do. I gotta pick my battles.
Maybe I got a problem.
But no, I mean that's just one example of just like how put off you can like seem to some people just for like. Again, set interests or whatever you're into, it might separate you from said peers,
right?
And I don't know, that's just one of the things that I kind of like resonated with her on, just because a good bit of my life, I want to say, I would like to say that I'm not necessarily in that same vein of like the stereotypical like black person that might be in that.
I would say that you're not. I would say that you're in your own kind of lane.
Yeah. I never really had interest in any of like the shit that they're basically into. None of like the.
You don't be shooting niggas.
No, none of the hood shit. None of that.
You don't be on the corner selling that shit.
No.
On the corner selling that shit.
Man, I was born in the suburbs. What are you talking about? It's all that selling and shooting.
No, I'm kidding. I've never.
No, man,
been there for an extended period of time either. So yeah.
For real, and I'm thankful for that. Just although it took my parents, especially my mother, after my father's death, she worked tooth and nail just to make sure me and my sisters, were still, living okay.
It's been a lot. And that's not an easy thing to go through. So like I am, what's the right word? Not sorry, but I mean sorry, yes, for your loss, but also just like I'm I like that you're able to be able to like work through that. It's been so many years, and we've had so many conversations, and you are like seem like you're put together, and like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, at the very least, I have a clear, concise like mental state of like, and I know how I want to present myself, what I want for myself, for the future, of course, and all that,
Right.
I just carry myself accordingly.
Right.
For
That's
that, good. And just and kind of like exclude it, and basically all that other stuff as far as like the interests and all that kind of like that's excluded from that basically for me, anyways.
I don't know if I have any specific exclusions from my life. If I get successful and there's a woman out there who feels like she needs to put that pussy on me, you right, you should. You should. I won't stop you.
I know you won't. I know you won't. You had to throw that in there for the one time. All right. No, for real though. I mean, all that. again, also just from again, it also comes from me being taught by both of my parents.
Yes.
Even though it was like a steep 2 years with with the loss of my father and all that, took but those 2 years seemed like pretty long because
Mm.
that was 2 years of not being like raised or taught by a man, and then
And there's a huge like I'm not a dependency, but like I think that there's like a good amount of like you need that in life,
yeah,
you
for
know.
sure. And it took a while for me to get used to him, but my current father figure now, my stepfather,
Mm-hmm. He was a
he,
cool dude,
yeah, no, for sure,
very cool
yeah,
dude. Shook his hands, awesome.
yeah, no,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. He helped me basically become the man that I am today,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if it wasn't for him, I really wouldn't have like the mindset I have now. I wouldn't be at the state I am right now, as far as like whether it be career or like even stability now.
Yeah. Okay. I like 100% like admire that because it's as much big shit that I talk about like being consistent and all that stuff. I am still
Mm-hmm.
human, so I admire people who are like actually consistent. I'm
Mm-hmm.
consistent in a way, but like
Yeah, you are.
in the does what they say they're gonna do and not exactly what they say they're gonna do. Does exactly what they say they're gonna do and like can keep that going, and I think that that's admirable because me myself, I'll find caveats. I'll be like, oh well, this is all right, you know.
Mm.
Like I'm like, I work out almost every day, but like I don't push myself to the limit every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I do like a cool 50 push-ups, a cool 25 squats, or some shit like that. Like light exercise.
Mm.
But I know I could go harder, you know? And I think it's admirable to find someone or like have someone that you look up to, like your stepfather,
Mm-hmm.
who does what they say they're gonna do, and you know.
Yeah, that was basically the thing though. It's just he always stood by his word.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a main trait like all men should have actually.
You should have as a man, absolutely. I
Definitely for
believe
sure.
so.
If you
That's one of the virtues. Yeah.
Yeah, if you say like you're out to do something, or you say you're gonna do this certain thing, like I'd say definitely just
Follow through with your word.
follow through. Definitely do that. And if not, I'd say just
Absolutely.
the best that you can do is just address it forward and acknowledge yourself. Like as far as like, hey, I did not keep my word. Like when
Is there something that you have done in life or that you want to do in life that you haven't yet?
doing my life.
Pertaining to like to the I want to be consistent with this thing that's going to improve myself.
Hmm. Well, the workout regimen, that's for sure. I've been off.
Work is one thing. We'll leave work to the side. We'll leave workouts to the side right now only because like
Okay.
you know I understand you there.
Mm.
You know?
Well, okay. That if you're talking like is okay. If,
Projects, creative
I was gonna
stuff.
say as far as like passions, definitely I still have the mindset of like I want to at least at one point make a beat tape.
Word.
I've been off of my
Word.
samplers for like who knows how long, and
Yeah.
I need to find the time, no matter where it's at. Probably this weekend,
Mm. The
I'll have find
Josh
time to.
vintage tapes coming out at some point, but he's working on them this weekend.
Not saying it'll be out by after that, but like it'll be in the works at the very
Mm.
least. But yeah, as far as like the sampling and all that, I've been so like I've been so rusty. I need to get the gears back going on that.
Word.
That for sure. And what else? Definitely want to get back into my graphic design
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Just Not necessarily Photoshop, but like, you know.
We'll be selling T-shirts at some point soon, so
There we go. That's for
just,
sure.
y'all be on the lookout for that.
For damn sure. But yeah, no, definitely there. Just so I can get back into that mode of like, there's like even like a certain like process I had for that, which it was like you go through your planning phase, like find out like what exact elements you need for the set project, you know,
Sure.
whatever elements you need to you know get together, you get together, whether it be like the fonts and stuff, you download that.
Word.
Whatever vectors you need, you download that.
I had an
Whatever.
idea of what I want it to look like, and then I have to go find the resources to like what would accomplish the a very close look to like what I'm trying to get.
Yeah, yeah, and if not any of that, then at least sketch it.
Right.
At the very least, sketch it, and then once you have that like groundwork, that you know that foundation, then you can just easily just go in there and just go to town, and you'd be surprised by how, if you know like how to do everything you can in order to get to that point, you'd be surprised by how quick you can get that.
There.
Yeah, get there. Cause
Yeah.
at the time when I was like, we were doing, you know, we were in school and all that, and we would go through that planning phase. The through the like you know the design process. We would what was it? What was it? We would yeah, after the playing side, we would you know go and put in the work and stuff, and by that time, like we would already know like all the functions we need to get there, and we would probably get done probably same day, probably like in about like a good hour or two.
I got you. When I was in 8th grade, this is a very similar story to yours. So, like, I feel you with the being responsible with math thing and just like sort of like relating on that level. Okay. So when I was in 8th grade, I was in a math like group in my middle school, and there were 8 people in this group. One group was the A team and one group was the B team. I was on the B team, you know. And we went against there was a math video game that we had played. Just sort of like competing against other schools and stuff. We got to the finals with that, and it was funny because like the A team beat the other schools. I was in the B team.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was funny because like the A team had beat the other school, so it's like, oh, we won. But like, because I don't know what the system was, but like we ended up doing the A versus the B team.
So it's kind of like that. What's it? My
So
Hero
like
shit.
we won first and second place.
Oh.
Yeah, we won first and second place in that competition, and it was so like interesting, and I was a part of that, and it was just like, you know,
That's like rubbing salt on the wound for the other contestants. So just like,
yeah, we're so good. Like, yeah.
just like damn, it's just like
Y'all barely got third place. Hold this.
I was gonna say that's damn. All right, I mean you're up there. You were up there, man. Shoot. But were you really that good at math though?
Me personally, I mean, like first, it was okay. I think I was okay.
All right.
I was in the B team. I wasn't like in the A team.
But still, I mean, how many like teams were there?
I think there was like 3 or 4 schools. I can't remember how many schools went. But it was one of those things where it's just like you just had to solve very simple math problems, addition, multiplication.
Oh, really?
And yeah, but like it was. I forgot the video game was more or less like a. You had to defend the. You had to defend the home station, and there were other people who went out to like go and attack the enemy fortress. So like you had to go in there and solve the math equations. Obviously, it's not just addition and multiplication. It was more than that. But like it was just an interesting thing.
Huh.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. That's a bit different.
A little bit different.
Okay. At least I'll get you more intrigued as far as like to.
I like doing stuff kind of like that.
Yeah.
Even these days, I'll play like chess for like no reason. It's not like I'm gonna rank or anything. I just like doing it.
I mean, low key, I'll never forget how to play chess just because the one math class I had back in 8th grade, mind you.
Gosh.
Yeah,
you play chess?
Yeah, our math teacher made us play.
We've known each other for how many years and we've never played? We should play.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm good or anything, but at least I know how to
play.
play.
I'm not that good either.
Yeah, there's a difference between like knowing how to play and actually being good at the game.
Certainly.
But yeah, no, I already.
We should play.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I know how to move all the pieces and everything, so that's really no problem with me. Surprisingly enough, I know that, but I don't know checkers.
You know what's very funny? I'm the same way.
Holy shit!
You know what's very like on some real shit? Like I can play chess like fairly well, but like checkers, like for some reason I always lose, but like it's easier for me to lose in chess in checkers than it is chess.
Huh. It's kind of odd. Maybe,
weird, right?
Yeah.
Because you would think it's a simpler game, but for me, like, I get caught up in the... And maybe this is just, like, an overthinking thing.
Mm-hmm.
I get caught up in the, like, the... Where am I going to go? How am I going to do this thing? In chess, it's to me, it's simpler because, like, you know what each individual piece can do and what they can't do.
True. That is true.
Like the pawns move this way,
and
the bishop moves this way, the knight moves that way. Like I don't have to think that hard about it. You know?
Yeah, no, you don't actually.
In checkers, it's just like I gotta like figure out like okay, there's like 3 steps ahead. Who's gonna do this? How's my opponent gonna? Is my opponent gonna take my piece if I move this way? I can't just move one space. I gotta move like several spaces.
It was just like what?
I want to get all the way to the back rank so I can make it into a king that I can move anywhere. But it's just like, whoa, I can't really do that because what the fuck do I do at the corners? Do I hop over that nigga? Or is it over here?
That's
lot.
good. I'll stick to my chess where I can imagine like we're just 2 like armies battling it out.
Where that to me that's the best.
Honestly,
I like that shit.
I don't know. I just really had that like kind of imagination as a kid, just like seeing all those pieces.
Any
like
chess people, I'm coming at you. You want around for the real man with the big dog?
Oh my God.
We can get it done.
You know what I'm
saying? I'll play.
I think out of all the years I've known you, I don't think I heard you do the whole. I'm not saying that's a patois, but like I don't think you ever heard that from me.
Oh, with the chess thing?
No, whatever the hell you said with the freaking impersonation or the accent is shit.
Impersonation. I am a Caribbean American. I am a Caribbean American. Yes, this is true. Yeah. I am Trinidadian American.
Yeah, no,
my parents are born on the island. And I do occasionally, to listen to Jamaican and other type of music like that. Afro-Caribbean stuff.
Again, I only know about just the ethnicity part. I just even again, if I knew that, I obviously should have known about the other shit. So, but yeah, no.
In the first episode, you remember the first episode? I was like, "But you done know, like like."
You did that in the first episode?
I did. It could have been like the first or the second episode, yeah.
Now I have to check back. Maybe y'all should check back too, just in case.
Definitely check back. Watch that multiple times. Actually, go back and watch the episodes multiple times.
Yeah, definitely run the views up
and share to your friends.
Why is that? Why
let everybody know we doing a podcast, okay? Like,
might as well. Shit. I mean, what else you doing? What else you doing?
Literally. Okay, so and I do want you guys to know the value that we're bringing to you guys, not just entertainment. It's education on like uh just being a good person, education on like whatever it is that can help you improve on your being as like a as like a spiritual physical being. What you got there?
Yeah, no, for sure. You kind of hit that right on the head. That, and also we even delve into some, relationship stuff every now and again.
Relationship stuff, music. I
Occasional anime, I
personally
guess.
we love watching anime and like following the culture on that stuff too. Like I was just watching some Jujutsu Kaisen stuff earlier today, and it was fucking amazing. It was
Really,
great.
huh?
Big Raga, the op stopper. Like,
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. That scene was still insane to me. That's the one with him and Sukuna, right?
Yes.
That whole thing. Yeah, no, mm, that was just like devastation. If I could say one word for that whole fight scene, it was just devastation.
Too good. What's his name? The guy who did the parody of that. I think it was RAB, Arab. I don't know if that I think that's his name. And he did the parody of like the hood translation of JJK. Just fucking good. It's really good.
Oh really? Okay.
Gotta watch that.
Okay.
I love the abridged version of different anime. Have you watched Team 4-Star?
Yes.
Dude, so fucking good.
Seriously,
so good.
DBCA is such a big part of like.
Let me tell you, Dragon Ball Z has shaped my life from when I was a child to now.
Oh no, for sure, same here.
If we're gonna talk about the I'm not giving up, I need to be the best. You beat me. Well, that's all right. I'm gonna work harder and beat your ass. Like type deal. That's like that attitude. I got real. That from Dragon Ball Z.
Nah, for real. No, it definitely gives you that through Goku. It gives you that motivation of like, regardless of like what kind of like how crazy like the obstacles you're trying to overcome. Like there isn't really a limit for you to like like hold you down. It's like we're trying to break that limit. Yeah. There's like again, people say the sky's the limit. I'd say, who says that is?
Word. I like that.
For real?
Yeah.
Honestly, man, that's what like Goku as a character keeps showing like people over and over.
He does. He really does.
Honestly, shoot. I know that's gonna be a problem up there, or
it's not gonna be a problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's plugged in, so it's not gonna be a problem.
Okay, but but yeah, no, Goku as a character, again, like people might want to say like he's like maybe a bit one notice or shit like that, but like he's always been like a simple character.
Yeah, even in Dragon Ball in the early series, it's a very simple character. You know what he's about. You know what he likes. You know what he dislikes. You don't have to think too hard about like who Goku is.
Exactly. Like he was just a person who, well, at first in Dragon Ball, it was more so like him learning his surroundings, learning the world that he was, exploring at that time as a kid. And then once he got introduced into the martial arts more so, through whether it be his peers like Krillin, Yamcha, and stuff like that, or through like training with Master Roshi and all that.
The thing is, like with Gohan, like his grandpa Gohan, he learned martial arts through Grandpa Gohan. So it was just like, it's not like he didn't know what he was doing. Yeah,
no, it's just that I don't think it became like a legit thing until, he met Master Roshi.
I kind of agree with you. Like, it's just more like that was a survival thing, and like that's just like what he did to live. That was his way of life. But like when he met Master Roshi, it was just like okay, where I have to like compete against people, I have to like actually like use this to my benefit, like as an advantage in society type thing.
Yeah, literally, he gave him that. If it was for him, he would not have that interest in fighting as he does today. Cause
Yeah, it's
through
funny he got that
that,
from Master Roshi.
yeah, surprisingly, like not only the training stuff, but
Because
him
you know
like,
about Master Roshi.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, low key, just like not low key, but from them training and whatnot to them like getting put into their first tournament, to him like to Master Roshi being in that tournament just to be an adversary for Goku.
Yes, love it. Yes, because realistically, no one else could really take him out besides Master Roshi at that point in time.
Yeah, not even Krillin.
No, well, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, even though it's just like,
And he did his thing. Krillin, I respect Krillin.
yeah, nah, for sure, I definitely do.
If he was in our world, he would be like one of the strongest human beings.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Krillin, honestly, Krillin would be the strongest human in their verse. When I think about it, he's stronger than Tien.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm thinking about.
He's stronger than Tien.
That's the only thing I'm thinking about.
And the rest of them don't fucking matter. He's like Yamcha's not a factor. Yamcha is stronger than the average human, but
yeah.
Krillin is stronger than Yamcha. Krillin is stronger than Tien. Krillin is I think he's stronger than the other like smaller Z fighters as well. So
in Z, that's for damn sure. Just because of the way he went about.
It's very funny. We don't normally like enter into anime topics on the podcast. We got into it this time.
We really did. Nah, I'd say in Dragon Ball, it was definitely Tien.
Who was the strong one? Yes.
Yeah, but
I agree.
In Z, it just seemed like as soon as like Tien got put more so on the back burner because he was fucking dead.
He was.
And then Krillin, the only thing Krillin could do was kind of just learn all he could as like an Earthling at that point in time. And then just I think I guess he kind of capped at around maybe Frieza Saga. I want to say because even in Cell Saga, I don't think he didn't do too much.
That really. Much, no. I think you're right. Around Frieza Saga is where he reached his potential, and after that, I don't know that he did anything more. I don't know that he did. I don't think he did.
He did a lot of bad things. Well, not a lot, but he did one bad thing though. But
what was that?
I mean, the whole was gonna get the remote and go into where the Cell and the Vegeta and the Trunks and the androids are at.
He really chose pussy.
Yeah.
Over like the world. The world. Bro was just like, you are so beautiful. I'm gonna sacrifice all of humanity just to be with you.
I mean, it fucking worked. Apparently, it worked. You better be glad about that, because if it didn't, you would.
Yes, I've never seen a more simp ass nigga. Like, bro, what?
I haven't seen a more successful simp.
Successful. You're right. I've never seen a more successful simp.
Bro,
not in life. No.
How does that make y'all feel about that?
I don't think that happens. I don't think that happens regularly.
It don't. Usually,
this nigga pulled it up and was like, "Damn, you gorgeous. You know what? You make me weak in my knees. I can hardly breathe." I just went for her, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, yes."
Yeah, I mean, it took a little bit of time, but shit, I mean, he locked her in. Just
have you seen Team 4-Star, the abridged version of Dragon Ball and all that?
Yes.
So fucking good. So fucking good.
Honestly,
and she was just like, "Whoa, really?" And he was like, "Yes." I know I can't do it, but like I need to, because like you're so hot. And she was just like, "You fucking idiot."
Yeah, just like you're just like, oh, okay, just like this, like Crow's just like, oh, it's just you all don't want to kill Goku. It's just like this makes this whole lot easier than just like, and then
literally
18's just like, Yeah, thanks. That was sweet, but you probably should have kept that around.
Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh.
Good lord, man. Just, I mean, it emphasizes a lot of like, well, not only some of the questions that we had for certain things,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of like, I guess the plot problems in Dragon Ball, basically.
There's so many that I like to not think about because if I think about it too hard, I'm just gonna get a headache.
You sure? You're absolutely sure. You just wanna you just blocking them out.
I'm just blocking them out. I'm just blocking them out.
Well,
And,
then
if you want
again,
to get into it, you can.
I mean,
Oh gosh, we're about to get into it.
well, not too much
There's a few
really.
contradictions in the Dragon Ball Z series. You're right.
I mean, a few, yeah, but it's just one that just immediately just comes to mind. I don't know, even DBZA did this one, but
Rest in peace, Oda. Much respect to your family, and I hope they're all good.
whoa, Oda, that's One
Oda.
Piece.
Oh
You
shit.
mean Akira
Toriyama.
Toriyama?
I'm a little drunk right now.
Oh my god, but yeah, dog. Yeah, no, RIP to Akira Toriyama.
R.I.P. to Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, no, but
I am a little drunk. I'm sorry.
again, correct me if I'm wrong, DBZ fans, but
I
I'm
gotta
just
post this later. Shit, I'm so embarrassed.
it's fine, man. Shoot, we're just shooting, we're just shooting it.
Shooting the shit.
Yeah, but it was like at the end, nearing the end of like the Namek saga, where Goku and Frieza are having their the final fight. Goku Super Saiyan, Frieza's at 100%. Somebody's gotta get these folks off of this planet and shit, and also revive some of these folks. So I forgot who they had to actually do it. I think it was Dende or whoever. No, Gohan.
Mm.
One of them, whoever was still alive. I don't know if Dende was still alive.
They were both alive at that point. Yeah.
Dende, though, because as soon as Frieza,
taken him off planet at that point, haven't they?
I guess, but yeah, no, but yeah, he was. They're wishing people back, but the main thing about that wish, it was like, it was bring back everybody who was killed by Frieza and his men on Namek. They included the Guru.
Yes, and in the abridged version, it was just like anybody who was killed by Vegeta and the rest of them. Like they ain't come back, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm not a part of Frieza's men." So, like, I was just killing niggas. Like,
I mean, it was just killing folks. Yeah, the dog.
They should have gave up the location first when I first asked. Like.
No, he's a savage. They made him into such
Vegeta
a savage.
is legitimately my favorite character.
He's one of them for me. I guess I'm a Piccolo apologist.
I like Piccolo. I like Piccolo too. He's in the top 5
for sure. I mean, whenever he like actually goes and gets into a fight, it's just like it's one of like the best moments for me.
I want more of the orange Piccolo. The
shit.
You know what I'm talking about with the newest movie where they had the new transformations.
Man, I still haven't seen Superhero.
What? It's been years.
Has it? I mean,
yes.
Okay.
It came out like 2 or 3 years ago.
I totally forgot about that movie. I really did. There's a few movies I forgot about actually.
Have you seen the Broly movie?
Oh, I've seen the Broly movie. That was because
the Broly movie was really good.
Yeah, it was. I'll say that. That's like, and even with like the CG and shit, that's where it was actually done pretty well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Broly one I saw actually, what was it? I want to say about like 5 or 6 years back. But as far as like superhero though, yeah, still haven't looked at it. I'll probably make some time to actually look at that. There's also
Have you read any of the manga? Vegeta got a new form.
I know Ultra Ego.
Yup.
I've kind of looked at only that part just to see like how they went about that kind of transformation, which it seems like it's through his lust for battle.
How do you feel about that transformation? Do you feel like it's a good contender for the Ultra Instinct? Do you feel like it's just like Vegeta needs this thing? Like, what are you thinking?
I feel like it can I don't even think it's fully mastered yet, if anything. But
I don't think so either.
I think it basically works as like maybe a berserk type of mode.
Like a Kaioken?
No.
Like
a berserk type of mode, meaning like he can get hurt, yes, and all that, but that kind of just turns that damage into strength. Because it also like kind of like plays into his excitement, his
I like that idea.
Yeah, and his lust for battle, basically. That's why I think that's what they're trying to do with that. Which is totally different from Ultra Instinct, which is more like it's a subconscious like
you just move literally off instinct. How did you feel about in Daima when Goku went Super Saiyan 4 and Vegeta went Super Saiyan 3?
It was obviously a lot of people had at least the Super Saiyan 3 one in mind.
I wasn't expecting it, but like when it happened, I was just like, yeah, that makes sense. Super Saiyan 4, I feel like while I love the design, I love that they made it canon and all that. Personally, to me, it doesn't make sense in the timeline.
Kind of not.
Like, I don't
if
feel
we're judging
like
it off,
truly fits.
I was gonna say, if we're judging off like how GT went about, which as far as like the whole, again, I saw clips and stuff, but I didn't see like how exactly.
I watched the entire Daima thing.
Okay, how exactly did they go about like the transformation of the Super Saiyan 4? Because in GT he had to go like the golden grade 8, and he had to take control of that. He had to come back to his senses in that form, and then in turn that would become Super Saiyan 4.
It's not the exact same as GT, but here's what happened. So he there's an ancient Namekian who is a very adept at magic, and he saw that Goku was having a hard time, so I think he kind of like gave him a boost or something along those lines, and he did some magic stuff, and then Goku reached Super Saiyan 4 and was fucking up the main bad guy, right? Eventually that energy like bled out, and then the main bad guy, he has infinite energy, so it's like no matter how bad you beat him up, he was gonna recover, which was the problem. Vegeta eventually Bulma convinced Vegeta to so that the rest of them could get back into the fight.
Okay.
And when Goku hit his adult form, he was able to reach Super Saiyan 4 without the assistance of the ancient Namekian, who's like super magic powerful. And that's not necessarily explained at all, like why he was able to do that. And then if he was able to do that, why was he not doing that when he had to fight Beerus? Because we don't know.
I was gonna say, if that was the case, yeah, that's kind of odd. What?
What questions do you have?
Yeah, well, it's not really like a question, more like a statement. Like, it doesn't really make any sense. Well, then again, I mean, as far as like making sense for the did it go out?
I feel like did the camera go out? We'll forcibly end the episode here. So please like, share, subscribe. We want to talk to you about relationships, self-improvement, music, anime. We love people, so we want you to join in the conversation here, and anything that you feel like is necessary to talk to us about.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any ideas or opinions, please let us know.
Yeah,
What you got for the people?
Hey man, also socials will also be, being a bit more adamant in the socials once we, actually get that locked in too. So
Yep, you know what I'm doing? I'm doing a thing where it's like I have to post at least something once a day. Whether it's a picture, a story, a Twitter post. It doesn't necessarily even have to be on the one account. It has to be on like anything. Just post once a day. Post once a day, every day. Just to get around. Just to let people know what's up.
Yeah. All right. Fuck it.
Yeah. Can you do that too?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Let's do it. All right. All right. So, bye, guys. We love you. Thank you for listening for 47 minutes. And bye. Bye.
All right. See yous.
Deuces. All right. That's it.
Don't think they saw me.